Hey there. So, there are certain days that I feel a specific nudge to pray for or to encourage a specific person or situation that someone is walking through. So, today, if you are feeling hidden or forgotten or possibly alone, maybe you're struggling with something like a secret thing, this is for you. My heart goes out to you, and this encouragement is specifically for you who are feeling those things. So, if you don't know me, I am Laura Dudek. I am the founder and executive director of Rescue for Love, a nonprofit organization. I am the women's leader of the Edge Church, and I'm the author of Scars of Grace, the women's devotional. So, this weekend I had two experiences actually, with women that I wanted to share, and I had this profound thought, if you want to say that, profound for me at least. And then it kind of changed today, with what I was feeling people needed to be encouraged with. So this weekend I had two experiences. The first one was in a Walmart in Kenton, Ohio at like 11 o'clock at night in a snowstorm. So my husband and I are in Walmart, right? We're in the popcorn aisle. And there's this woman standing there. She's having this conversation, not with me. Another conversation was happening. And I don't know what it was, but I all of a sudden just felt in my heart that she was called to ministry. She was called to something, and it was like she had put it on the shelf and she had forgotten about it. And I was overwhelmed by this feeling. And so I always pray into that and think, okay, is this me? Is that the pizza I just ate? Or is that actually the Lord? So I started praying for this woman, and I started feeling like there's something that happened with her dad, and that there was this suppression of a dream that she had for ministry that she had long forgotten and not poured into. And so my husband walks over, she walks away, and so I end up just like standing there and trying to pray about, should I go after this woman? I don't know if I should go after this woman in a Walmart in a snowstorm at 11 o'clock at night. So I end up wandering around Walmart for probably 15 minutes trying to find this woman. Like, I'm going through the bra aisles, I'm going through the grocery aisles, I'm in the kids' toys and electronics, and trying to find this lady to encourage her. So finally, I find her in the kids' aisle, and I'm just pouring out the words that I felt like the Lord had for her. And it turns out, that her father had just died, and she had something that she had long forgotten. There was a dream in her heart that she had just put on the shelf and not thought about. And so I got to encourage her in that moment, hopefully, And then the other day, so that was my first experience. The second experience was with a young lady. We were having a conversation, and I could just sense that something was not right. I don't know if anyone has been there before in a conversation that they're saying one thing, but that there's a totally different emotion on the inside, and their eyes are conveying a different story than they're actually telling. And I felt that with her. And so I ended up, having a follow-up conversation with her a little bit later, and just kind of explaining, hey, is everything okay? Do you need prayer for something? What's going on? And she ends up pouring out her heart to me and explaining the struggle that she's going through in secret, and she just has a lot of anxiety about it. And so I got to pray with her, got to encourage her. And so from those experiences, I started thinking about the power that we have to really see people, to not just pay attention to what they're saying, but to really see what they're going through, to see the emotions that they're feeling, to look into their eyes and think, is this congruent with what they're saying? Do you know what I mean? So are their eyes and their heart conveying the same story that they're telling through their words? And are we really taking time to see people, if it's in a grocery store, or if it's on the street, or if it's on the bus, or, wherever it is? Are we taking the opportunity to notice them and to point them out because they belong to God and because they're important? So I was going to do a video about that. And then I was praying about it today, and I felt like the Lord was just talking about that with me, that we can't see people if we don't feel seen. And I really don't feel like I'm supposed to be doing a video about like the charge to go see people. What I really feel like is that you need to be encouraged where you are, that you are seen and you are loved. And if God could chase you in a Walmart at 11 o'clock in the evening to tell you that He sees everything you're walking through and He loves you, and that the dream you put on the shelf is not, it may be dusty, but it's not forgotten by him. He would do that. He would chase after you. And so that's really what I felt like I needed to encourage you with today, is that you are so seen and you are loved. And whatever you're walking through right now, if it's a secret struggle, if it's an anxiety that you can't shake in the holiday season, or if it's a dream deferred, or if it's, you had a breakup and you're just completely heartbroken and you feel like the Lord will never hear your cry to have a husband, or to have that job, or just to be accepted and to belong somewhere. He feels all those things and he loves all those things. And so I just want to encourage you. It's a short video today because that's really what I felt like. And so if you have something that you're walking through that you need to be encouraged with, I would love to do that for you. If you want to share in the comments, or if you want to send me a direct message, I would love to pray for you, because I think that if we're going to see people, and if we're going to love them, and if we're going to go after the people around us, then we need to know that God loves us and he sees us, and he would chase us in a Walmart in a snowstorm just to tell us that you are seen and that you're not forgotten and you're not alone and you're certainly not hidden, because he sees everything that you're walking through. So I hope that this blesses you. It's a really short video, like I said, but that's really all I wanted to say, is that you're seen, you're loved. He doesn't forget you. He can't forget you. He made you. So like I said, if you want to comment, tell me what you're going through. I would love to encourage you. And if you have a friend who's going through something, just needs that little reminder that God has them, I'd love if you shared it with them. So I hope you're having a great day. I hope you're having, a good holiday season, and I'll talk to you guys again soon. See ya.